What's going on, everybody? Good morning. It's been a long time. It's cold out right now. It's a little chilly. But in other news, I mean, as you can see, we're making a video right now. We might give this another try. I don't know. It's been a long time. But like I said, I mean, I have missed the YouTube stuff. There's no doubt about it. It's the only thing that kind of pushed me away a long time ago was really just, I just wanted to focus on the car. It takes a lot to record all this kind of stuff and do whatever, but it's good to look back on. So we've missed out on probably a good 2-3 years worth of footage. I think I stopped doing this back when right before the big $250,000 race a couple of years ago. That's kind of where I said, I'm just gonna focus on the race, and ended up doing really good there. Wish I had a video from it, but that's when I just go back, watch Turbo John, watch Street Race Channel, watch the car do good there. But in other news, on the wall up here, we've been killing it. So got a bunch of other trophies and plaques in the house and whatnot, but car's been doing pretty good. You can see, got her up on jack stands right now. Pulled transmission, gonna change stator in the converter. Well, honestly, I mean, I need to change the flex plate. I don't know what happened. Ate a tooth off the flex plate at Dig or Die, so which we went out first round, so it didn't really matter. But change flex plate, good excuse to go and change the stator. Jared's been wanting to do that for a while. I've just been kind of managing with what I got, I know how to make it work. The backside, rougher, still fast, but rougher type stuff, I've got a pretty good handle on the car. But as far as the front side goes, golly, if you've seen me this year, oh my God, I suck on the front side. I go out there, I get 60 foot out, tires spinning. I'll show maybe a couple clips right here of me just sucking on the front side. Only time this car did really good was back in, I don't know where, it was the Lake Cumberland race. It might have been April. Came off the trailer terrible, had some PID settings completely wrong. But second round, made a lick, put a front side tune up in it, took every bit of it, just kept chipping away. Ended up beating Frankenstein in the finals. Car was making licks, it really was. So ever since that race, I pretty much sucked on the front side, let's be honest here. I got no other wins to show for it. It's all been backside. Anything from, kind of slow, kind of fast backside to I did win in the street. But we'll change stator, make it a little bit more manageable up front for me. It's got plenty of, for what the car is, it's got plenty of mile an hour out the back. I'd love some bigger turbo. Typical 400 and some inch motor. Nothing crazy, nothing honestly crazy. Turbo's back there. It's got twin 80s on it, forced inductions. Super nice car. Super nice car. I give it that. Patches is in my work factory right now, just kind of still in the trailer from Dig or Die. I'll get it out, but I'll show y'all a little bit about this thing. But stock firewall, stock floor pan car, stock style suspension. It's not 4-linked. But you can see this car was built a long time ago, back in 2013. I'm gonna get this stator changed out and get this thing back up in it. Shouldn't take me but a couple hours and I'll be done. At the house right quick, gonna head up to the shop in Denver real fast. Gonna take the Camaro out. Jared's supposed to be doing a little tuning on his Mustang there, and see if we can just have some fun today. Oh, let's see if this thing will fire up. Oh, yep, don't mind me, just normal F-body stuff. Oh, yeah, I was recording now. What are you doing? What are you doing, letting her warm up?
Yeah.
Golly. Damn, it feels good in here. Holy shit, you better have the heat on in that damn Mustang.
I had to heat the laptop before it started working.
Oh, really? Yeah. Sounds like Dig or Die all over again.
Yeah, it's like big. It's putting my truck on, right?
Well, if you see wheelie fall on its face about the 60 foot, just know my band is setting up a damn wheelie sensor. You gonna be able to get this thing dialed in?
I don't know.
You turning it on right off the bat, or we're gonna like?
I'm
Okay,
gonna
good,
get
good.
some speed on it.
Okay, good.
I don't, I'm not gonna like run it super aggressive on it.
Yeah, and people probably think we've got these already, but no cars have had
We
wheelie
didn't have
sensors.
shock sensors or drive shaft sensors for a long time.
Yeah, we've been doing it without. So now that we got some sensors, all these boys in trouble now. But yeah, wheelie has been wheeling a few times this past year.
Yeah,
Just,
it's been a little tippy.
especially when it runs me. He grabs the button a little early on me, and he just happens to come up every single time.
Yeah.
It has been 2 times.
It has been a good few more than any
Definitely at Darlington, and then at Southside that one race.
It's borderline a few times, so I'm gonna set it up where it'll maybe try to catch it if it gets too far.
Well, when I see you coming up beside me and you just start damn nosing back down, I'll know why.
You see me drive by. It goes about 6 inches out.
With about 5 degrees pulled out, still driving away. Cater's going out on top. Is that a distance right there?
Some kind of read on it. No, man, you gotta set.
That's like a damn laser pointer.
Oh, it's on video.
Oh yeah. We're back here. It's been probably a few weeks since that last video, and I just now realized I gotta widen the camera out if I'm gonna use a phone. So the last video might have looked a little weird. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've done the YouTube stuff, but as you can see, things have definitely escalated here. Got patches back in the garage now. It's on jack stands, so I did get the stator changed in the converter, but when I went to change the flex plate, I don't know, the crank on this thing, I don't know why it's not drilled and tapped deep enough, but I had to cut down all the bolts for the flex plate. So no big deal. I mean, I can cut down the bolts, rechase them. Only problem is I did end up, I hit it with the Ugga Dugga. You know, this ain't no Milwaukee, it's a Cobalt. But I hit her with the Ugga Dugga a few times and snapped the head off one of these bolts. I mean, first one. So I'm going to torque them down next time, just be normal. And luckily I was able to get it out of the crank. So we're good there. I got some new bolts in. I'm actually going to cut them down today. And my goal is to get this thing off the jack stands and put this thing back on, which I did steal the transmission out of the black car, and it's now in patches. So we're going to try some new things out this year. That transmission does have dump valves, so I got them wired up. Past that, changed some stuff in the rear end. I brought this thing over to Jarrett's David's shop over there in Denver. Helped me change the stuff in the rear end. Try some things out for 2024, but I said I'd never change this car up. You know, it doesn't get raced enough to sometimes justify changing it when I feel like I can go, you know, first pair down. Like if somebody wants to call me out, like that's the biggest thing in my opinion. You got to be ready to go first pair down at any track you go to and feel comfortable, you know, no matter the situation. And this car is I'm extremely comfortable. But I see a lot of potential where I can gain some power with this thing. So we're gonna change some things up. I got the turbo sent off to forced inductions. I think it's been smoking a little bit ever since I spun out in Kentucky. It's been smoking a little bit, so could be the motor. It looks like it's the turbo, so we're gonna put some new seals in it. But it's a 94 millimeter, but I did buy this 98, which also needs to be sent out. So got a pretty good deal on it. I'll get it sent out. Maybe we can put this 98 on it instead. And past that, yeah, past that, we're pretty much good to go. I just got to wait for that, but I don't need to do anything else under the car, so get the jack stands off of it. And I got to put an idler on it, idler pulley right here, because I'm a big firm believer. I love having an alternator belt, alternator, radiator. I love all that stuff. That way, if somebody, you know, takes their time, I don't have to worry about, you know, trying to hit a certain temperature, pulling in the burnout box, or before I make a pass. I like just, you know, cool the car down, charge the car. I only got one battery in the back of each car, so if I was gonna run no alternator, I definitely would want 2 batteries in each car just to, you know, be on the safe side. Last thing I'm gonna do is worry about something crazy like that. So make alternators great again 2025. Yep. This car does have it too, but I have belt issues like you think you're watching George off of Damn Cleese McFarland channel. I have belt issues like no other. So you can see this thing is trying to ride off the front right now. So, which this thing, if it definitely flexes, it needs a bracket. I'm gonna make something that work. I'm gonna make something that bolts up here, does a 90, bolts right there. That'll keep that alternator from being able to flex. This thing hopefully just needs an idler pulley. I don't know. If you've ever seen this car in the staging lanes, you've probably seen where my belt's on about 2 or 3 ribs up here. Everybody tells me my belt's about to fall off, but for about a year, it rode just like that. Okay, quick dilemma here. Bought this piece from ICT Billet, super nice piece. No fault on them at all. I thought I could just buy some bracket that might bolt on, and I probably didn't buy the right piece, let's be honest here. I'm not surprised at myself. But either way, I can't get these holes to line up with either of these two or the ones on the block here, so luckily at work, I can. I'm gonna draw something up. I'm gonna get a few measurements, get these 2 points, get this point, figure out the bushing I'm gonna need. I'm gonna space it out so that I can get it to about right here with the wheel, and I'll show you all some stuff in SolidWorks and cut it out probably tomorrow. Pretty easy. Okay, back here at the house now, logged into my work computer. So this will basically be like the bracket that bolts up the patches. Just got to put a bushing behind it. It'll be about 3 3 1/8 long, maybe just under. So we'll cut this out. This little notch right here should clear the timing cover there. So it should be pretty dialed in. Pretty simple to build. There's really nothing to this. Next video, we'll probably try to get the transmission back in the black car. Hopefully Brian with Advanced Racing Transmissions. Super nice guy, super knowledgeable on transmissions, helps us out a ton. If you need anything transmission-wise, definitely hit him up. But he's building a new transmission for the black car, so just waiting on. Honestly, he had it. He had one for sale. I bought it. He just got to put dump valves on it. So it'll be exactly like Bits and Patches now. So if something goes wrong, swap them in them out if I have to. Hopefully we'll get that back this week. Trying to go to Darlington next week. They're doing some testing. Definitely need to get some front side testing going on. It'll be cold, so I don't know if the track will be. We'll see. You can't make Darlington too bad. That's a really good track. They said they're going to do front side testing and back side testing. So will I bring both cars and shake them both down? I probably need to. I don't have a stacker, but anybody wants to loan me a stacker for the year, let me know. I'll take one. But yeah, we'll see y'all out there, see what's going on. And Jared will probably come and wheelie dynamite and get some 2025 data going.